Hey, what is going on, everybody? Your boy Hayes coming back at you guys, this time with week 6 predictions. Now, as you guys can see, as you guys have saw already, your boy's doing bad right now, man. Your boy is in last place right now, almost 500 on the year, still in third place. Had a bad week, 7-7. Well, had a average week, man. 7-7 last week, man. Russ went 8-6. HoundSyrup continues to dominate the game, man. Shout out to HoundSyrup, man. He's been in first place the whole time. Not too far behind Russ, but we're gonna try to get it done, man. Because in order for me to actually get caught up, I need to have an almost perfect week. It could either go either way for us, man. Each one of us needs to have. If any one of us has a good week or a perfect week or an almost perfect week, we could take the lead in this thing. So it's still a whole season to go. Still got about 10-11 weeks left this season, for the regular season, that is. So still a lot of games to go, including the playoffs and the championship and the Super Bowl. So we will see how it goes. Now, we'll put a little bit of a disclaimer. I will be doing HoundSyrup's picks in this video. Be sure to go show my man some love. Send some prayers up for him. He's going through a hard time. He's really sick right now, and he has to get surgery. So prayers up for my boy HoundSyrup. He asked that I did that if one of us put our his picks in our videos, and I volunteered to do it for my boy. So as I'm picking my picks for the games, I will be picking HoundSyrup's picks as well. He's already told me his picks. So we're gonna get right into this thing. Before we get into it, guys, smack that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. Please be sure to turn on your notifications. Without further ado, let's hop into the picks, man. So first game is tonight, man. Tonight, the Eagles 4-1 versus the Panthers 4-1. Now, this is going to be a great game. Both teams are riding high. Cam Newton still riding high off that victory against Tom Brady a couple weeks ago. The Eagles coming through with a big victory last week. And, man, you know, I've been picking some bad games on the Thursday nights. Normally, I lose them. But I'm going to pick the Panthers right here, man. I'm going to say Cam Newton is going to come through and actually get this game and get it done, man. HoundSyrup's pick was the Panthers as well, so we're both going to choose the Panthers right there. The next game is the Lions versus the Saints. The Lions are 3-2. The Saints are 2-2 on the year. The Saints still kind of struggling to find some things. The Lions are, you know, they're a great team. HoundSyrup picked the Lions, but I think this is where the Saints is going to come through. I don't know. I may be wrong, but I think this is where the Saints offense come through, man, at home in New Orleans, and get it done. Once again, Hound did pick the Lions right there, but I got to go against it, bro. Got to go against it. The 0-5 49ers versus the Redskins. The Redskins having trouble this year, trying to find a win with the new coach, young team over there, but the Redskins are 2-2. I think the Redskins win it at home, and HoundSyrup did as well pick the Redskins. The Packers versus the Vikings. Now, I was at work last week, and I caught the last play of the Packers versus the Cowboys game, which was the touchdown grab. I was walking to the break room to go get some water, and we had 2 big screen TVs set up in our break room, and I just happened to see the touchdown play, and that was a game that I did pick to win. But this week I'm going to pick the Packers to win again. HoundSyrup picked the Packers as well. So the Patriots versus the Jets. Both teams are 2-2 on the season, in the same division with the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills. However, I do think Tom Brady is going to clutch this one out. HoundSyrup picked the Patriots as well. Next game is the Dolphins versus the Falcons. Now this game I think is going to be pretty interesting. The Falcons are 3-1. Dolphins are 2-2. You know, the Dolphins are my second favorite team, man. I don't know, but this is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a close one in Atlanta. But I'm going to pick the Falcons to win this game. I want to pick the Dolphins so bad, but I don't want to, you know, the odds against them, man. I don't want to take a chance on taking an L right here. So I'm going to pick the Falcons. HoundSyrup did pick the Falcons as well. The Bears versus the 3-2 Ravens. Now, we all saw what happened the past game with the Jaguars and the Ravens. Forget who they played last week, But this week they take on the 1-4 Bears. I'm going to pick the Ravens to win this game. I'm going to expect the defense to come through right here, guys. The defense is going to come through for the Ravens. HoundSyrup picked the Bears right here, man, to get their second win on the season. Now the Browns versus the Texans. 0-5. You know, I'm going to say that the Browns will be getting the #1 pick yet again this year. Next year's draft. I'm sorry to say it. I'm going to pick the Texans. We all know HoundSyrup picked the Texans as well. The Rams versus the Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars are hot, man. The Jaguars are hot. That offense is hot. That defense is coming off a strong performance against Big Ben and company, man. Leonard Fournette with that big touchdown run. The Rams played a great game last week. HoundSyrup picked the Rams. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. I'm going to pick that defense to come through yet again. The Jaguars, I'm going to pick them. This is a bold pick, but I do think the Jaguars get a dub, man. I do expect that defense to pick up where they left off and to cause problems. The win percentage of this game goes in favor of the Jaguars, but I'm going to pick them anyway. So HoundSyrup picked the Rams. The Cardinals versus the Buccaneers, man. Every time, I don't know what's going on with my team. As we all know, the Cardinals is my favorite team. The Buccaneers, I think they are a great team as well. We're still trying to find answers on offense, man. I hate to do it. But we're struggling, man. Until we get it together, man, we're going to struggle. I hate to pick against my favorite team, but I'm going to pick the Buccaneers to come through with the dub right here. HoundSyrup picked the Buccaneers as well. The Chargers versus the Raiders. Now, this game is going to be interesting. Raiders still without Derek Carr, I believe. Chargers are 1-4 on the year. They took the L once again last week. The Chargers played bad last week, especially that one play when they in the end zone, the safety play, whatever that play was. But I'm going to pick the Raiders to win this game. HoundSyrup also picked the Raiders. The Raiders have a 75% chance to win. That defense, they still got a defense over there, guys. Now, this game is going to be so interesting, man. The 3-2 Steelers versus the 5-0 Chiefs. We all know HoundSyrup picked the Chiefs. The Chiefs is his favorite team. The Chiefs are battling some injuries right now, I believe, on offense. The Steelers, Big Ben had a bad week last week with 5 picks. He says that he just doesn't think he doesn't have it anymore. You know, and that was a bold statement by him. Maybe it's time for Big Ben to hang up the cleats. I'm going to pick the Chiefs, man. I've been riding with them ever since they won. Ever since I picked against them, they beat the Patriots. I'm going to continue to ride with them right here this game. The Steelers fall to 3-3. HoundSyrup picked the Chiefs, we all know. The Giants versus the Broncos. Now, HoundSyrup picked the Giants. HoundSyrup, if you watch this video, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, bro? I'm going to pick the Broncos, man. No Odell for the rest of the season. That offense, I believe, is going to have a hard time adjusting, man, without Odell Beckham. I think he was the heart and soul of that offense. He was the energy of that offense, man. So I'm going to pick the Broncos to roll right here. HoundSyrup picked them. And last but not least, the Monday night game, the Colts versus the Titans in this AFC game, division game. I want to pick the Colts, but I'm going to pick the Titans to roll right here. HoundSyrup also picked the Titans as well. I still want to see some great things coming from their offense on the Titans, man. And I really don't think that the Colts are ready right now, even though they have T.Y. Hilton and everybody else. But I do think the Titans will clutch this one out on Monday night. Well, guys, there you have it. These are my picks for the week. Me and HoundSyrup had similar picks, although I picked probably 4 different games from him. So yeah, once again, man, go to my man's page, go to his Twitter, YouTube, all that's linked down below. Go show him some love. Wish him well on his surgery. Hope you get well, bro. Till next time, your boy Hayes is signing out.